changes. Apparently new and improved. My name's Zach. I'm the son of the father-son duo that do this thing, Hi.
And I'm the father, Jim. Way to smoothly intro us in, Zach. That was great. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. We are happy to be celebrating 3,000 subscribers on YouTube today, and fun that we're already over 3,200 now. The numbers just keep coming. So thank you for being part of this amazing journey with us. And we have an episode here with a whole mess of guests, 8 people, maybe 9 at some point, that it's just gonna be a hoot. Lots of fun, dabbling into fantasy, science fiction, horror, and just some really great people. People who've all been on our channel before at different times, and now all at the same time. It's gonna be incredible. So, Zach, what do you say? Should we bring in these guests?
I think we should. They're why I'm here, to be honest. No, I'm kidding. Well,
You're not here for me. Nah, you're just that guy. Yeah, okay. All right, let's bring in the first guest here. Let's make sure I've got it so that they'll show up in the right spots as we work the technology. First up, Glenn. Glenn,
hey,
hippie, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Congratulations, Zach and Jim. This was awesome that you guys hit 3,200 now. Congrats. Yeah, that's just impressive.
And tell them,
glad to be here.
Yeah, tell them, who are you? Where do you come from? What's your
I have a couple of YouTube channels. One we haven't done anything in a while. That's Non-Terrestrial Half-Life, which I do with Matt Stagger. But Matt Stagger's also on What the Adaptation with me with Max from Dragonmount and Jen, who's known as Keeper of the Chronicles. We review adaptations from one format to another, frequently, usually with guests. You're on a number of times. You're one of our go-tos. Trying to get Zach on for something, but that's a scheduling issue.
Trying, and it keeps not yet, but I'll be there.
I'm looking season 5, The Expanse. Are you that far?
I mean, I think I have to delve back into the show. I think I paused out because a couple other things came out. So it should be pretty topical for me to see it fresh.
There we go.
That sounds good.
Now,
right now we're on break. We're on break, but we will be coming back soon playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a while. And we're going to have Tom from Dragonmount on with us.
As we're bringing each of our guests on, we're hitting you with a question, and we want to know this little tidbit about you now. Give us your favorite or a favorite fantasy, science fiction, or horror something.
I gotta go, and you probably can guess this one, Jim. I gotta go with Peter F. Hamilton's Commonwealth Saga. It's a duology. It's a 2 books that kick off a longer series of a trilogy and then another duology. But it's Pandora's Star and Judas Unchained, and I think they are the greatest space opera I've ever read. I love Peter F. Hamilton more than I love Jordan, and everybody who knows me knows how much I love Jordan. So
there you go. Big things. All right, let's get another guest in here, and they have no idea what order I'm bringing them in. So they're like, which one's going to do it?
Neither do I.
It's me.
Hey, we've got Mistress Leia with us here, a frequent guest a number of times on the show, including when we here talked about The Expanse. We had you on for that.
Yep.
Yeah. So, where can they find you? What's your gig? What do you want to share, Leia?
I've got 2 main things that I do. I'm on a show called Threefold Talk. It's live every Thursday. It's an IEL, mostly Wheel of Time. We call it a variety show. We give the latest news of what's happening with anything with the authors of the books and the show. We're doing a lot of hashtag Save Watt right now, but also things about folks in the community. So Wheel of Time is such a fantastic community. We always love to uplift people who are doing really cool things, whether it's other projects or Wheel of Time based. So we like to have them on. And then we just play games that's complete chaos because, IEL are complete
total
chaos.
Nerd, tons of fun.
Yeah. And then the other thing I do, it's called Time to Roll the Dice. It is a 4th Age Wheel of Time D&D RPG game. We've got 9 episodes out now. We just recorded again yesterday, so I'm really excited. It's approximately 100 years after the conclusions of the book, so it's another turning of the wheel, another telling of the story, and we just have had so much fun adapting RPGs, like D&D based, but we also use the Wheel of Time D&D game, D&D RPG game, and it's just a lot of fun. I know, a lot of air quotes there.
All right, hit us with a favorite, a fantasy, sci-fi, or horror thing about you.
All right, so one thing I've been pseudo obsessed with since 2 WotCons ago. It's this book series called Dragon Blood Assassins. Michael Kramer and Kate Redding, who narrated Wheel of Time, Cosmere, they've also narrated this, so this is how I found it. It's 4 books. The last one just came out recently, and I listened to it. It is so good, but people have never heard of it, and it's 2 POVs, so it's a male and a female POV. It's badass. You can tell from the end of the first book, like, wait, they completely didn't finish the storyline. So it's a very well thought out series. They've got a plan for another 3 or 4 books on a different storyline. I'm so excited. It's 2 authors, Jamie Castle and Annie Peliquin. Highly, highly recommended if you're looking. So these 4 books are complete now. So if you're looking for something that's finished, that's well written, well thought out, characters you're going to fall in love with, it does have dragons. So I've got a speeding ticket going to WotCon because I was so excited about, like, and all I just said was, like, there's dragons and they're fighting and, like, they just killed the king.
Are dragons the bacon of fantasy? Everything's better with dragons.
Everything, obviously.
And science fiction. Science fiction with dragons. And McCaffrey.
Absolutely.
Dragons just make everything better. But this is why I like having you guys all here as guests, because I've already written something down now to add to my TBR as well.
Yes.
This is what I'm here for.
They want to know new things.
There's so many other things that are out there. I'm sure everybody else is going to cover them, but I was like, I'll just do something that's
I love it.
Slightly different. So
let me bring in someone else. All right. You're all ready. I see them. They're ready. Here's another one. Eric Hahn, how are you, my
smile
friend?
pasted on. Great to be here. Congratulations, guys. It seems like we were all just here for, what was it, the last marker, 1,500, and now it's more than double.
It's going up faster, and we're pretty happy about that because we do share it with people.
It's way too much for me to watch, but I know whenever I have a chance to get on YouTube, there's going to be something from Fantasy for the Ages. So.
There you go. So Eric, it's right there in your byline. I see fantasy author and tarantula guy.
Yeah, I changed it up at the last minute.
A bit about that.
Well, I write fantasy that's geared toward middle grade, but actually a lot of older people are enjoying it. The Drakkenard Chronicles. It's so far 3 books. Following some interesting kids in their parallel universe story, and there are dragons and wizards. So that's been a lot of fun. I'm about midway through drafting the 4th book, kind of taking a break this summer, but I'm going to dive back into it. So that's good. And I'm a tarantula guy because I kind of obsessively collect tarantulas. And while I'm on break from school for the summer, they're all here with me, all 30 of them. Yeah, 30 and 40 legs.
Wow. And your wife is insisting they not get loose.
Right. There's kind of a procedure. If they ever get loose, everyone else leaves and I stay till I find them. But they don't. I'm very careful.
There you go. Well, how about hit us with your favorite fantasy, sci-fi, or horror, whatever you want to say about yourself.
Yes, I'm glad I came on early because I do have to say, among your guests, I'm probably the biggest noob. I did not make it all the way through the Wheel of Time, although I did enjoy. But I'm a Stephen King constant reader. Stephen King is my go-to, so I'm glad I'm earlier on, so I don't have to copy someone. But I gotta say, Dark Tower. The Dark Tower is my.
I'm reading that because of you.
Yes, I'm following the path of the beam all the time, and I read other stuff, but I always come back to the tower.
Hey, hot trivia for you now. I just dropped my episode this morning on the books of the 1980s, fantasy books that are huge hits but got no awards. And 1982, The Gunslinger.
Yeah.
Not a whiff. Nothing.
That is so shocking.
Well, it was kind of an underground kind of thing. He just put it out there quietly, like, "Oh, this is a weird short. It's very different than all my stuff. We'll just see."
Yeah.
So do you think was he embarrassed to release it until it took off?
It was very different for his writing. It was very different.
Well, and it wasn't advertised like his other stuff.
Yeah.
So and then he like flippantly put it in one of his titles in another book, and people were like, "Wait a minute, wait, you've written in this other book? Where is this? Where can we find it?" And you couldn't find it for the longest time. So then they remedied that. So yeah, Stephen King. Anything Stephen King, except not the Dark Tower movie. I want to be very clear on
we
that.
shall not talk about that any
Not
further.
The movie, just the books.
All right, let's bring in another guest. So they're all ready. There we go. And boom, Molly, welcome to the channel.
Hello. Thanks so much for having me.
I saw you dropped in the chat that Eric's not the biggest noob for not having finished the Wheel of Time.
I don't know what the Wheel of Time is. There you go.
See? Look at that.
I've heard you guys talk about it. Trust me, I've heard of it. But I am very new to fantasy and sci-fi. So
there it is. It's perfectly acceptable.
It's a wonderful time to be a noob.
There you go. It's always a wonderful time to be a noob at the Wheel of Time.
Mm-hmm.
But Molly, you spend your time in a somewhat different genre.
I do.
We've had you on before because we love your book, which we see in your background right now. So tell people a little about yourself if they didn't catch that episode before.
So I am Molly Macabre. I am the author of Dark Bloom. It's post-apocalyptic horror. I am a book reviewer for Fanfi Addict. I am also the co-founder of the Dark Veil Society. It's a group of indie horror authors that just hang out, support each other, ask lots of questions. Great group of people. And I just on social media all the time, begrudgingly, sometimes.
So when we say our channel is about fantasy, sci-fi, and horror, Molly brings us street cred. You know, here's our horror gal. Yes, awesome. So thank you for being here. Now, give us something about you, a favorite fantasy, sci-fi, or horror thing you want to give a shout out to.
So we covered Stephen King. Of course, Stephen King's one of my longtime favorites. I'm going to go with one I read recently that, Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. Malerman's one of my absolute favorite authors. I listened to this on audio, and so it's about a little girl who is being haunted by other mommy. And I feel like that's like just, enough of a tagline to be completely creepy. I listened to it on audio, and the narrator was a woman who did like a perfect little girl's voice. So it was just absolutely haunting, and it's just very well done. So that's one of my recent faves.
It's giving Coraline, and I think I'm here for it.
Yeah, and it was just so good. And it had one of those, I thought it was going to do a certain thing at the end, but he went another way, and I just chef's kiss.
There you go. There you go. And again, people, you're hearing other things that you could check out, and that's what we do here. All right, let's bring someone else in here. And we're going with Karri this time. Hello.
Hey everybody, congrats on your milestone.
Thank you. You hold the record, perhaps one of the earliest guests we ever had on the channel.
Okay, I joined you guys when you were like in the 200s, so
and that came down sick last minute one time, and I drove you in on screen, which was
we were doing Fires of Heaven. I think it was the Far Snow chapter. That's what I remember.
It was a lot of fun, and you were a trooper. You just dove right in.
Yeah, so everybody, I'm known as the girl who just finished the Wheel of Time. It took me about 4 years. And these guys were pivotal in my journey towards the beginning of it when I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, this is so complex. I don't know what I can't comprehend what I'm reading. And then I found your chapter summaries and I kind of like was really behind. And at some point I caught up to you and then you stopped doing them, but it's okay. I forgive you.
We just got to a point where,
Yeah.
other things were lighting our fire more, but we still love the Wheel of Time, and we're glad we helped you get going along. That was so fun.
Yeah.
And of course, you
thanks,
finished
guys.
now. You have finished.
I
the
finished
Wheel of
about
Time.
a month ago. So like
Woo!
my brain is all confused. Like people were throwing books in my faces at WalkCon last week, like trying to help me set up a new TBR. Cause I'm like, where do I begin? There's so many books to read now.
Yeah, because your life was all consumed for a little while there.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm about to ask you for your favorite thing here, but I want to mention to the chat, we got a lot of you in chat. Thank you for being with us here today. We'd love to hear your favorite things too. So drop it in the chat what your favorite fantasy, sci-fi, or horror thing is, and join the party that way. But Karri, what's one for you? What's a favorite?
Well, I'm going to be biased here and say The Wheel of Time.
Nothing wrong
It's been
with
my
that.
life for so long. And part of that is because it's not just about the books, it's about the fandom. We are statistically the best and we look out for each other. We care about each other. We're all inclusive. And I've made tremendous friendships across the board with different groups of people in the fandom. So it's very special to me.
Totally. Love it. Great answer. There are no bad answers, but great answer. All right, let's bring in another person here. I'm bringing in Derek this time. Hello, Derek.
Ooh.
Hey, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Sorry, I switched to my
Yeah.
phone here. I've got kind of a budget computer, so it wasn't like in the large live stream.
Ah, gotcha. Well, yeah, you're loud and clear and you look good. Nice to have you with us. Derek has been doing some content of his own for a while that I've been able to be a part of. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, Derek?
Sure. Me and my buddy Justin, we are going through Malazan one chapter at a time. It's been a pretty big undertaking. We're
We'll be finishing in about 100 years.
Yes, we're
When I'll finish.
closing on the end of House of Chains now. We're in the last 25% of the book. And then, Jim, I feel like I've kind of taken a page from your playbook. Thanks to a push from you, I've kind of started doing my own solo content when I finished a book also. So
Nice.
that's us.
Yeah. And I think I've noticed on social media, since you do that, lots of people have realized it and they keep sending you books now.
I've got a couple. Yeah.
It's like, yes, read my book. And we appreciate that. We love getting a chance to read people's books. It's so awesome. All right. What's a favorite for you then? What do you want to lean into, Derek? Favorite fantasy, sci-fi, or horror?
I think the obvious answer for me would be Malazan, but I'm gonna go a different direction. I'm gonna say Alien.
Ooh, I like it. Now, are we talking just the 1979 original Alien, or are we talking the franchise?
I would say the first three movies.
That works. Totally. I said that on an episode recently, and Zach was like, "Wait, not the first four? Are you sure?"
I mean, when you showed them to me, it was all four. So, I mean, I have to include them as the original tetralogy.
Oh, there you go.
Quadrilogy words.
But you're giving me credit again as a good dad. I introduced him to Alien as well as so many other things. Yes. And Game of Thrones, way too early.
Oops.
Literally,
I had to
I'm
read
leaning
the
over,
books
covering his
before I
eyes.
could
Just
watch the
listen
show.
to this part. Don't look.
Hashtag dad wins.
And his mother wasn't in the room at that point. Okay, let's bring in our next guest. And Spencer, welcome to the channel and the show. You've been here a few times before.
I have. Hello. I woke up about an hour and a half ago, so I'm still getting my coffee in.
Hey, there you go.
But yeah, I'm Spencer. My co-host is Gabe, who I'm sure will be here in a second. And yeah, we host the Fantasy Files podcast. We've been on here a few times. I'm sure people have maybe seen an episode with us, but we talk about books. We go spoiler discussions for various fantasy books and horror books. And we interview authors. We recently had Felix Blackwell on, which was really cool, the author of Stolen Tongues. And we talk about shows. Right now we're talking about the new seasons of Dexter. So that's been super fun.
Oh, I see there are other Dexter fans here. Yeah.
Yes. Dexter is probably my number one favorite show. I love it.
Look at that.
So
We got his favorite already. We didn't even have to prompt him. Boom.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, okay, so that's not my answer. My answer for that.
Okay, all right. Oh, he's
my
squeezing in a second.
yeah, just no, okay, so for your question, it's not like an all-time favorite or anything, but recently I've been reading Fairy Tale by Stephen King, and I think it's going to be in my top 3 for the year.
Wow.
I think it's crazy. Like, when it came out, it got such mixed reviews, and I have no idea why. It is so good. It is so good. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Nice.
that's my answer.
I think Eric, you kind of like Fairy Tale. That was an okay book, right?
Yeah, I like it. I have a theory on why mixed reviews, and it's because some people will just always be like, it's not classic King.
Okay.
Which I do think 80s King is probably still the best, but Fairy Tale is super solid. It's a great book.
Nice.
Gabe and I have cried the whole way through the book. There's so many emotional moments.
Yeah, it hits.
Gabe, he just outed you as
Hello?
crying, man.
Hey,
Crying.
it's true. It's true, though. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's true. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Gabe.
Thank you very much. It's my first time doing one of these live streams
caller.
with you,
Long
so this
time
is
viewer.
awesome. Yep, I'm Gabe. I'm a co-host of the Fantasy Files podcast. Spencer gave a great introduction, so I'm not going to touch any more on what we do.
We'll dive right into a favorite then.
Yep, my
you.
favorite thing, I think, is it's a TV show called From. Have any of you heard of that?
From?
Yeah.
From.
FROMM?
Yes. No.
How have
just
you guys not
FROM.
heard of From?
Oh,
One
not the
So
older
just
one.
one.
Okay.
No, it's a newer one that's still ongoing. I think the 4th season comes out in 2026. But it's a sci-fi horror, kind of very surreal. It's kind of hard to explain. It's
Very
quite the
very
mind bender.
Wayward Pines.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
But it's extremely well written and very good. The mystery is incredible. So
Sounds like
I've
another
been,
one I got to check out.
I've been pretty
Yeah.
hooked on that. So yeah.
It's a little
that looks
it's
very
creepy.
It's creepy and it's a little gory too.
Mhm.
Just
It's just getting better. All right.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very good.
All right. Everybody's here now. So now the shenanigans can begin. Again, thank you for being here, just being part of our Fantasy for the Ages family through all the ways we've been connected with each of you. You enrich our lives. You make things more fun and better in so many ways. And now you make this episode better. So thanks for taking the time and being here. We are going to move into a kind of a nerdy icebreaker now. Something we're calling the Get to Know Your Quest Party, because we're all on a quest together on this channel. So we have 20 questions here that we're not going to do all of.
No.
Zach, do you have a die ready?
Yes, I do.
You got a D20 ready.
Awesome.
Okay? And
Awesome.
so each of you is getting one of these questions, and your task is to answer as fast as possible. Don't think all that hard. Don't think too long. This is not trivia. These are silly questions.
Okay.
First thing to the
What's
brain.
on your mind?
Perfect.
What's gonna go? So I'm gonna pick a person, and Zach is gonna roll a die and read you your question.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So the first question is going to Glenn, just because you're in the top corner this time. I'm not going around
Okay.
in the square, but I'm picking Glenn first. Hit him
All
with
right,
a question,
Glenn,
Zach.
across all things, which dragon would you adopt, and what would you rename it?
Ruth, and I wouldn't rename him. Ruth from the White Dragon from Dragon Riders of Pern.
Uh-huh.
Ruth keeps
Valid
his name.
and correct.
Nice. All right, Gabe.
I do have a soft spot for Nemeth, though.
Oh, okay. All right. But Ruth is a fair one to go with. Absolutely. I mean, if you guys don't know who Ruth is, that means you haven't read The Dragon Riders of Pern, and you should fix that. You really should. All right. Hit Gabe with a question.
All right, Gabe. You woke up as a robot. What's the first thing that causes you to malfunction?
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good question. The rain. I'll just go with obvious answer.
And how do you malfunction? Let's take it a step further.
I'd probably freeze. Just be stuck somewhere.
Fair.
Okay. Before I pick another person, I'm tossing one to chat. So you guys can drop answers in chat as we do this. Your question, chat, is pick a character who would survive any horror movie. So pick a character from whatever you want and drop them in. Defend your choice. Why would this person
Dexter
survive a horror movie?
Dexter is the horror movie.
Yeah.
From our people on the screen, let's go to Eric next. Hit him.
All right, Eric. Which monster, villain, or creature would make the worst roommate and why?
Would make the worst roommate and why? Oh goodness. Okay, with my limited knowledge. I think I will have to go with Freddy Krueger because you can't go to sleep.
It's a really valid choice. For me, it might have been 30 tarantulas, but that's right behind you. So.
They're very chill.
Oh, nice. We do have some nice answers coming in. The character would survive any horror movie.
I love Ripley.
Yeah, Ripley is an absolute. That's a good one. Yeah. All right, let's go to Derek next. Hit Derek with a question.
I got to follow
All
up
right,
Eric,
Derek.
huh? All right.
You've got lots of options here, be it a sword, a staff, a bow. What is your fantasy weapon of choice?
M41A pulse rifle.
Well, that's fantastical for sure. Oh, hard to argue. Hard to argue. All right, let's take a question to Leia now.
All right, Leia, you just woke up in Middle Earth. What's your job now?
So when I was young, I would have said elf, but I want to be the one of the bartenders in the Shire. So I get to drink all the Shire ale. I get to eat all the food. I get all the gossip. I get all the music. I get all the dancing.
A good time.
Having a good time. Man.
Definitely different. Like this stage of my life, I am totally a hobbit.
Love it.
15 years ago, I would have been an elf.
All right, Molly's turn. Give her a question.
Ooh, right up Molly's alley here. You now have a haunted house. What's the creepy thing that always happens in it?
What's the creepy thing? Oh gosh. Blood just falls from the walls and it's a pain to clean up.
I don't think the follow through.
That's both a horror from the event and the cleanup, so double whammy.
Honestly, you get a great drain though. It's cooler than wallpaper.
It is. I would just leave it. Might stink though.
All right, Spencer's turn. Give him a
Okay.
question.
All right, Spencer, what's your favorite spaceship name?
Oh, my favorite spaceship name. Shoot. I don't read that much sci-fi. What's the one from The Expanse?
The Rocinante. Huh?
Rocinante, yes.
All right.
I guess that would. Yeah, I can't think of. Yeah, I don't think I read too much sci-fi to where I would know like a lot of names of ships.
It's fair.
See, I
when
have
you're
to-
hovering above Fantasy Files podcast, you can
Mhm.
say that. So you can get away with that.
Yeah, I'm sure
I-
people are pissed I'm not saying the one from Firefly, but
No, you're good. I have to out the people who are saying the one from Firefly, considering it's the name of the ship, Serenity.
Serenity,
Yeah.
that's what it is, yeah.
Caught them.
That's a tough
It's
question.
the ship class.
Class
yeah.
Firefly.
Damn it! I feel called out.
I'll tell you who's got some great ship names is Ian M. Banks' Culture Series. Even if you don't read the series, just go look up the ship names for the Culture Series. The best in the world.
There you
Okay.
go. Plug in another series. There it is. Well, if you've been keeping track, Karri, you know you're the only one left. It's your turn.
Give me an easy one.
What, in your opinion, is the most overpowered magical item in fiction?
Ooh.
What is the most overpowered magical item?
Yep.
Mhm.
Would that be a sangreal? I don't know.
It's a valid choice.
Works for us. Absolutely. Spencer's like, what's a song?
Yeah, exactly.
Read-
No, I
Read the
I-
Wheel of Time.
yeah,
He tried.
I've tried. So just real quick, I was gonna say the Kakari from Night Angel is so insanely overpowered.
It's true. That is true.
I'm sorry, which one?
Which one? The
Yeah.
black Kakari.
Yeah, the black
Yeah.
card.
Yeah, that's
All right. All right.
Well, maybe the blue now that we've seen
Yeah. No, I think Sangreal is cool. We can break the world.
Actually, Glenn has a better answer in chat, the Totem Call. So,
Well, is that like maybe kind of song?
I think it's a specific.
That's the most
It's
powerful.
specific. It's a
Yeah.
specific one. There's.
Yeah,
I
so
also
you're
put Bora's Sangreal, which is also very OP.
Mhm.
yeah.
Molly starts to glaze as we descend too deep into Wheel of Time
Mhm.
specifics.
I'm with
I don't know
her.
what these words mean.
It's
It's a
true.
foreign
Fantasy
language.
gives us a whole different vocabulary we can get
Mhm.
lost in with each other. Totally. All right, Zach, I'm going to hit you with one of these now. One of the ones we didn't use. Which fantasy villain secretly deserves a redemption arc?
Moash.
No,
No, I have.
Oh, no.
sorry, that was a very violent reaction.
Don't get me wrong. I'm very much on Team Fuck Moash. So pardon my language. But also, I'm here for the redemption arc.
Okay, all right. I mean,
Not Draco
secretly,
Malfoy?
If Sanderson could pull that off, you know. But okay, hard stuff, man. All right, so flowing from that, now we're a little more comfortable with the room. We're having some fun with each other.
Jim, you
You
don't have
didn't
a
answer
question?
one.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
answer
you
one.
need to answer one.
All right,
Mhm.
Zach, you know the list. Hit one we didn't use.
All right. Dad, would you survive a horror movie? And please be honest with your answer.
No, I wouldn't be hiding behind the chainsaws, but no, I would not survive. For one thing, I am too slow now. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I am probably prone to also say I'll be right back. I like it.
Don't have to outrun the zombies, just outrun Jim.
Right.
It's not hard. It's not hard. Yeah. The only way I'd survive is if I had that right guy to latch onto or the perfect final girl who's not gonna run faster than me. You know, something. That would be my only shot. Yeah. All right. Our next activity is debates and hot takes. We're gonna be having a few topics where you get to argue back and forth the points on these. And we're actually divided into debate teams on the screen right now.
Oh boy.
So there's a pro side and a con side, or a one side of the argument and the other side of the argument. So regardless of which way you personally feel about it, you got to try to make the case
Oh, okay.
for one side or the other. Okay, so in each case, you'll have 1 minute to say whatever you guys want, and you can just blur it. You can, if one person really seems to be going and you want to take a back seat on that topic, that's fine. Let them run with it. But for 1 minute, your side gets to say something, and then the other side gets to tear it apart or prove why you're wrong and what the real answer ought to be. Okay, and I am part of this team up here, and Zach, you're part of the team down there. Okay, so it's 5-on-5.
We got this.
Okay. Our first topic, our first question, and chat, obviously throw your thoughts on these in there too, but which is the better fantasy weapon? Up on the top, we're arguing for the lightsaber. On the bottom, you're arguing for the wizard staff. Which is the better fantasy weapon? And starting the timer. Gonna try to start the timer.
You guys can go first if you want. I mean,
oh yeah, we're going first. We're gonna take y'all down totally with the lightsaber. Not a problem here at all. We've got this in the bag and start.
So first of all, lightsabers are going to be able to completely cut through you and at the same time be able to cauterize a wound. So while it is extremely effective, it is also very humane at the same time because you're not going to have people bleeding out on the battlefield. So you will be able to take down your enemy, but also allow them to live. One of the reasons that we have in real life soldiers surviving more wars these days is because of battlefield medicine capabilities. The lightsaber is one of those augments to those capabilities by automatically cauterizing room. Why do you think Maul fucking survived? Because he got cut in half and it got cauterized.
There it is.
There's only two things that lightsabers don't cut to, and that's cortosis and Beskar.
Practically non-existent items. Absolutely.
Also, compared to a wizard staff, you can operate a lightsaber with 0 training.
That's right.
You just have to flick the button.
And we are done. And I can't turn the timer off. What am I doing? There we go. All right. So now you guys try to prove how the wizard staff is the better one. Go.
A wizard staff can do everything that a lightsaber can do and more. It can make a shield. It can make a huge wall of fire. You couldn't get close enough to a wizard in order to use your lightsaber.
You could imbue any spell that you could think of into that wizard staff, and you could use that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, team, I want to be pedantic for a moment. This was which is the better fantasy weapon. Can we agree that a lightsaber is a sci-fi invention?
No.
I would
Sci-fi
actually
is
say yes to
fantasy.
that.
Scientifically.
Yeah.
Nah.
Lawyer.
Science weapon. Yeah, sci-fi.
Just saying, magic is cooler. You look cooler. We saw in the Wheel of Time, staffs beat swords all the time.
Yes. And you can go on like an indoor cave and you can say, "You shall now pass."
Okay.
You also shall not pass with a saber as you cut through that fucking rock.
If you're going to assume the person wielding the wizard staff has magic, then you're going to have to assume that the person with the lightsaber has the force, in which case the person with the wizard staff won't realize they're doing anything because you don't want to do that.
But also going off of what Glenn says, you have to be a wizard to wield the staff. There are very few wizards in the world. It is one of the smallest populations in the vast majority of
you have to be
fantasy settings.
Jedi to use
You
to
don't.
wield
You
Tell
to
that
be
to Han
effective
Solo.
and have all the extra skills, but it is a
The
tool of the
argument
Jedi.
of it being a good weapon that is not just lethal does kind of fall apart if you don't have training.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for doing our job for us.
But
Zach. We appreciate
anybody
that.
can
No, I was
use it.
saying,
Whereas,
Yeah.
but there's the capability of being able to wield a weapon versus like being the only person able to do it. So anybody could learn to use a lightsaber, whereas only certain people could do it, and then they still have to learn how to do it. So
Yeah. To somebody who doesn't have magic, a wizard staff is just a quarterstaff. That's all it is. But
Cue
to somebody
Matt.
without the force, a lightsaber is still a lightsaber. It's still a sword that is all edge. And yeah,
perfect for cutting your own foot off, unfortunately.
or a tauntaun open.
Yes. All right. That's exactly how this works. So we had a minute for one, a minute for the other, and a little bit of free for all, and anybody can say what they want. We got a couple more topics. Here's our second topic. Does horror work better in books or movies? So up at the top.
Sorry, I missed that. I missed the beginning of that question. I had a call coming through. I didn't hear it.
Does horror work better in books or movies? So up at the top, we're team books. The bottom, team movies to make your case. So 1 minute. Go.
The book is always better than the movie.
Right?
All you
Case
need.
closed.
With books, you get the terrible introspection and way slower moments that build and build and build until the ultimate event. So it's a lot more than just a jump scare on screen.
100%.
And it's also what you build in your mind, and what you build in your mind is always more terrifying. You don't have it being fed to you.
Yep.
Where you don't have all the additional things that, like, you have all the additional things that you're adding to it from your life, from just your experiences, whatever. On screen, it's just what they're showing you.
Exactly.
And movies often lay it out, whereas books a lot of times leave a lot to your imagination. So then even after it's over, you're sitting there like, wait, was it this? Or what if this happened? It's just a lot of mental games.
There we go. Nice. All right. You guys have a minute now to make your case for why the movies are better. Go.
I'll just say that there are only 2 horror books that have legitimately scared me, but almost every horror movie I've seen has scared the absolute shit out of me.
Yeah, there's definitely something to say about a cinema production that is very visceral, and you're watching this thing that's so real and so frightening.
And the music
the music
framing
score, all of it that comes together to kind of build this intensity that can sometimes be violent.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need the right movie. Like, I've read the novelization for Alien, and in that book, they don't describe what the alien looks like at all. But then you watch the movie and you get the reveal for the monster. You've got the slow build to it when it finally shows up. And it's got to be the right movie to pull it off, to just put everything together. But I think it can be done.
Yeah.
And let's take the concept of visualization. It's said that you can't actually imagine anything that doesn't exist, that isn't real. So movies give you something that can actually stick in your mind, and books, you're just adapting things you've seen, possibly in movies, to be scary.
Okay, free for all time. Anybody want to say anything about it now? Go.
Lovecraft will be very interested on your theories about that. You need to see it on a movie first.
I didn't say you had to see it in a movie, but you do often see it in movies in today's day and age.
Again,
However,
Lovecraft
even
would love that theory.
Pictures or
real
stuff that you've seen
or
throughout
screen.
your life or whatever,
And Lovecraft isn't scary. Like, I've never been scared by a Lovecraft book.
In his time, he was the lead horror.
Yeah,
So
yeah, back in the
we've
day.
adapted, and books, Molly, have adapted.
Of course, back in the day, Frankenstein throws a little girl in the river, the Frankenstein monster, and people passed out in the movie theater. So, what we are scared by has changed for sure. I love the point that was made about books, though. Both Molly said it, and I know Eric has said this to me before too. That introspective part, though, where you can understand what's happening, what's going on in people's minds, what they're thinking, what they're worrying about. There's a different level of scare you can build with that.
Yeah.
That you do on a screen.
But the good horror movie does do it. I don't really like horror movies, but certain ones that really get in there, especially in the last 10 to 20 years that have been really getting onto that theme, stick with you and make you wonder things about the human condition and what's scary about people.
Yeah, no kidding.
Can I defect for a second, Jim?
No.
They're missing an argument.
No.
They're missing an argument.
Hey, it's a free for all time. You can defect
for
if
it.
you need to.
The thing movies and the film has that books don't have is the musical score,
Yeah.
which does
Prince
so
mentioned
much
it, yeah.
subconsciously to your emotions that I think if one is more frightening than the other, I would have to say it would be movies and film, because of the score alone can do that to you, which a book can't do nearly as well.
If we are going to bring up Lovecraftian things, we also have to bring up Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think movies and visual media offer one other thing that's really hard to do in a book, which is the jump scare. It's almost impossible to do a jump scare in a book.
That's a good point.
So I'm defecting too in that way, but I
thank you very much.
I still think the interiority and the characterization trump music and jump scares. So
It's okay. All
well,
defects
and I think to that point, what really is horror? Is it like scary monsters? Is it this internalized fear? I think everybody has their own individual thing that's horror.
50 tarantulas.
Yeah. I think the number keeps increasing as we go along.
You said it was 40.
Like,
and
one
they're
thing,
on the same page, it will increase.
One thing I've talked about a lot when I do Wheel of Time podcasts is Jordan writes horror really well, but he's not known for his horror. But there are some really terrifying scenes. So, Mesa Anna getting called out in the White Tower, spoilers, and getting trapped by Shadow Huron, and all of the things that happen after that. Hinderstap, Matt, after he leaves Ibudar, trying to get the zoo, across that field. Like, there are some terrifying moments in those books, and you can breeze past them, but when you really ingest them in a book format, like, for me, that's terrifying. There's also like movies that are absolutely, like, I don't like a lot of the horror films. I don't like Saw. I don't like those because it's just like gore for gore's sake.
First Saw was amazing, though.
I'll agree with you on that.
It's new, it's terrifying. Sorry, and it looks like Molly's like keeps trying to jump in, and I just don't shut up.
No, you're good.
So go. But like, again, it's like everybody has their individual horror, and I think those mediums. So jump scares might be good for horror, but also sometimes the slow burn horror of just like, what the fuck is actually happening? Like.
All right, Molly.
I don't.
Go ahead, jump in, Molly.
I just was gonna basically say what a lot of others are saying here. I think it depends on what scares you, and I think that books can do a really great job of, you literally can have nothing happen actually in a book. You just have you can have paragraphs of just somebody thinking about a situation and what could happen, what might happen, and that could be terrifying to some, especially in real life scenarios, because honestly, in my opinion, the worst thing that could happen to a person is what another person can do to people. Whereas movies, you get the jump scares, you got the music. For me personally, I start to kind of lose it with movies. Take It, for example. I love the movie, but then they start throwing out the CGI, and it's just not as scary as the creepy little haunting moments that happen just beforehand. Like that old woman in her apartment, and she just kind of walks by the doorway, and I'm super creeped out, but then she turns into a big monster, and it's like, okay, well, now I'm disappointed. So yeah, it just depends on what scares people and what really gets those gears turning as far as what horror is to them.
I agree. Old women are scarier than monsters.
Also, children.
I don't read a lot of horror. I've read a little bit of Stephen King, and honestly, none of the Stephen King scared me. I think the book that scared me the most is actually going to be really silly to anybody who's read it. Is the one horror novel that Piers Anthony wrote, Firefly. There were certain scenes in that where, because of the emotions the author elicits in you, makes you start to wonder whether the monster that's killing people is actually in your room. And it just, I was 16, 17 when I read it, didn't read much horror, I read that, and it actually kind of scared the crap out of me that night. But, none of the Stephen King I've read even made me shiver. So.
All right, great topic. We spent so much time on that. We're going to end this segment. Move on. That was fun. That was a blast. All right. Before we move on to fun interaction on another kind of activity, we just want to take a moment to give a shout out to some of our subscribers and supporters before moving on. We wouldn't. Zach, you actually have something to say.
Yeah. We wouldn't be here doing this if it weren't for you and all of your continued support. Subscribers, literally, we wouldn't be here in this live stream. That's what we're celebrating, is having you here and watching. It means the world. It allows us to keep doing this and gives us the motivation even to keep doing it and showing up. So thank you very, very much.
Yeah, Zach literally thought we'd be maybe lucky if we got 5 subscribers when we started this.
Yeah.
We kind of went past that. Yeah. Additionally, huge heartfelt thanks to all of you who go next level and have chosen to be Patreon supporters for us, because that's just amazing. We're doing our hobby here, and you decide to throw a little bit of your change our way to help us pay for all the stuff that this hobby, which gets surprisingly expensive, is able to keep it going. So quick shout out to our supporters. So Zach,
At the Tolkien tier, we've got Brittany B and Eric Hahn.
Eric, yeah, right there. Also Abercrombie tier Patreons, we got Karri right there, and Emmeline.
And then Brooks tier, we've got Tall Dark, Jason, Jordo, and DT.
Good people. We also have a bunch of free Patreon followers, meaning you're not giving us money, but you're there because you want to know what's going on, and we still feel that support too. So thank you so much. But I'll give a special shout out to Amis, who's one of our free ones, but was at Abercrombie tier for over 2 years of the past time. So still so much. Thank you. Couple tiny quick stats. We've been going since December of 2020. Another one of those shows that started during the pandemic because we're all stuck in our homes going, what do we do now? And so we started this thing, which has been fun. We've got over 1,300 episodes out there, which is mind-blowing. And our number one biggest viewed episode is ridiculous. Oh, no. It's the top 50 action movies of all time. It's a 5-part series, but part 2 has over 13,000 views. And it's only because of the thumbnail. Wow. The thumbnail.
Epic thumbnail.
I used an AI tool to put me on there as a buff kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger and it just sucks people in. It's hilarious.
It works sometimes.
So like the watch hours is not all that big, but we get the clicks because of that one thumbnail. Cracks me up. All right, now while reminiscing about the past, I'm going to share something, a special thing that has not seen the light of day in a long time, though you could find it on our channel if you went back far enough. This is something that came out in March of 2022 when we had our 100th long-form episode, and we did the musical episode. Karri remembers this when she was with us live. We were doing this thing. And we just did a bunch of musical parodies all through. But Zach did a Wheel of Time parody that was freaking amazing. I loved it. It was a hoot, and I'm going to play it for her.
Oh, I've never seen this.
Okay? I got this. I'm looking forward to this.
So I am going to back out so that we're all going to be off screen for a moment. Then it'll bring us on. I think I'll just be the only one showing here while I then bring in the video. So let me do that. And let's see. There, now the video will be. Okay, give me a moment. Bring up the video. It's like Jim's got to use the technology. File. It's coming. Here it is. And now adding that to the stage.
Without any further ado, here is We Didn't Weave the Pattern.
I'm so excited for this.
Emmons Field, Beltane, Trollocs and an Aes Sedai, Barrelon, White Cloaks, Shadow Logot split. Back again in Camelin, Logan, Elaine through the ways to the eye, Forsaken, Hornbroken Seal. Faldara, Amerlin, Patton Fane, Hot Pursuit, Portal Stone, The White Tower, Kyrie and Nightflowers, Leandrin, Shan Chan, Heroes called the Toman Head. There's a battle in the sky, guess the dragon's reborn. We didn't weave the pattern. The dark one burn you, the wheel keeps turning. We didn't weave the pattern. It's the wheel that weaves how the wheel wills. Rand is gone, there's Black Jaw, Matt is healed, Perrin, Freeze, Gala, Gwain's a dreamer, Matt's a gambler, everyone's in tier. Trap is sprung, Aiel come, Wolf Dream, Kalendor, Belfire, Elzaman, and the stone falls. Evil bubbles land fear through a door into the waste. Rudion and Tenchiko, Tower split, and Aiel pass. Bornhold, Netherin, Slayer, Mo, Gideon, Gapsfield, Kuladin, Karakhan is Modian. We didn't weave the pattern. It was The dark one burn you, the wheel keeps turning. We didn't weave the pattern. The wheel weaves how the wheel wills. Shido traveling, Birgida, spider chain, little Ben, Morin's gone, Beffa fixes everything. Saladar and Eludar, over Alana, trauma box, romantics, politics, Ashaman kill. Bowl of winds, golem, dagger wound, block removed, Ilion, Logoth again, crossing streams, and the kin, prophet, lion throne, manipulation tower, siege, Faela's kidnapped, dark madness, Dashiva betrayal. We didn't weave the pattern. The dark one burn you, the wheel keeps turning. We didn't weave the pattern. The wheel weaves how the wheel wills. Formatting 2-1, three-way bonding, Usquai, Rand, and Nynaeve, power washing, siding. Take a hand, throw an axe, flirting at the stones, board, Igwayne taken, lost a hen, prince of weapons. She's not dead, Fael saved, tower games, deception, knife of dreams, just read it, there's way too much to summarize. We didn't weave the pattern.
Nice.
The dark one burn you, the wheel keeps
It's almost there
turning.
now.
We didn't weave the pattern. The wheel weaves how the wheel wills. Retaliation, unify, castle gone, oh my Varen. Spoilers, Katsuane, Tam time. Full dream spike, children, blood knife. It's just a weave, Genji, the glass battle finally here. Wheel of time has it end. Guess you'll have to read it, friend. Long books, lots of names, great fan community, lots of extra content. It's a wheel, it never ends. Think you're done, think again. Time for another reweed. We didn't weave the pattern. The dark one burn you, the wheel keeps turning. We didn't weave the pattern. The wheel weaves how the wheel wills.
Dude.
Wow.
That was brilliant, dude.
So fun fact, I was reading that off of
Sticky
Post-it
notes.
I was going to
Oh my
ask
God.
you about that.
I wrote it between patients at work.
Oh my god.
You did a really good job.
Nice.
Wow.
The whole Wheel of Time
And
in
that's
one
just
little
one
song.
of many that you guys did in that episode. That's my favorite episode of ever.
There you go. So yeah, if you guys have never seen that
Wow.
one, it's still live on our channel. You just got to go back to 2022, and you can find that. Many
That's
other
great.
silly things. Well done, Zach. Well done. Well done.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's play another game here now. We've got Trial by Trivia coming up here. Okay, so Zach is going to host this game, and I'm going to facilitate because, again, it's teams. Okay, we've got teams that are happening here. Now, this time we're splitting the screen. Oh, wait, you actually moved around a little bit. So I don't have
I got moved.
that.
I got
I'm gonna
moved.
Yep. So Karri and Glenn are switched into different spots. And let me switch one more. It's not fair to keep Spencer and Gabe on the same side. So
there
we're
we go.
switching these
There
guys
we go.
here. All right. So now we've got our top team against our bottom team. Okay. And how this will work is that Zach's going to ask a question. And you're going to have up to 10 seconds, just 10 seconds to say an answer. Now, the question will go to one of you, but you can all say the answers to each other out loud, talking it through. The other team should keep quiet. Don't give away the answer, okay? And when the 10 seconds is up, the person the question went to has to now give an answer. So, you know, if it went to Derek, Derek has no clue, but the other three are saying answers, Derek has to figure out, does he believe them? And then Derek gives the answer. Okay, so that's how it works. And I'm going to keep track of the points, which matter not at all. It's just for fun.
And glory.
Now, I have read through these. Don't worry. Most of them feel like softballs. A couple of them feel like the worst thing in the world. So
All right.
All right. So we're just going to go across the screen. So the first one is to the top team, and it goes to Leia.
God damn it.
But again,
number
all
one.
four of you can say answers out loud. Leia's the one responsible for the answer we'll keep.
What is the name of the AI in 2001: A Space Odyssey?
And chat, feel free. Put your answers. They can cheat and see your
No
answers too.
fucking idea.
Yeah,
Come
no
on,
help.
team. Come on, team.
AI
We'll help.
in Space Odyssey.
I thought this was an easy one.
That's
Murderbot.
Oh,
Murderbot.
it's not Murderbot. Now, since they didn't get it, the other team has a chance to steal if they know it
L
right now.
9000. L 9000.
L9000 had it right away.
We
All
have
right.
Glenn. You guys are going down.
Yeah.
I've
No
only
kidding.
seen that movie once.
So when I toss it to the other team, it's got to be right away, but it can be any of the four people. Just got to be able to say the answer. All right, so they stole
It'll
it.
be Glenn.
So this one's Derek's question. But again, the whole team can talk out loud. Derek's got to give the answer in the end.
All right, Derek. In the Wheel of Time series, which Aja wears green? And no, you cannot just say the green Aja. They're known for something.
What's the question? Sorry.
Which Aja in the Wheel of Time wears green?
Oh,
They're also
yeah.
known as the Battle Aja.
Isn't that the answer?
Yeah. Are you
Is
going to
it
say
final
that's the
answer?
answer, Derek?
I don't know if I understand the question, I guess, but yeah, the Battle Aja, yeah.
Ding,
Green.
ding, 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 ding. They
That
are
is
the
correct.
Battle Aja. All right, we go to Spencer with this next question.
Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. I'm trusting my dad that this is accurate because I don't know if it is.
Oh no.
I did the research.
Which individual horror villain has the most on-screen kills?
Ooh.
What?
Notably, I do not believe it counts if they say blow up a planet. You don't
Freddy
actually see the kill.
or
On screen.
Michael Myers, one of them, maybe? Because they've had a lot. Also, Aliens is horror, so
Oh.
like
I
does
would
it-
say Jason, but that's I don't know if
Jason.
that's right.
Need an answer. What
Okay,
is it,
Jason.
Spencer?
Jason
What's his last
is
name?
correct.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll give it to you for Jason. Yeah, it was
Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees. You are 100%. It's over 150 kills on
Wow.
screen.
Wow.
It's amazing.
How many movies is that across? Anybody know?
Holy cow! Is it like?
Quite a
And
few. I think.
well, I think it's 10, but then you got the remakes of the, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like
yeah.
the
Well,
yeah.
and then there's also like the
The, like,
Jason
double
and
up,
Freddy
double
Oh,
feature.
Yes,
that was
Yeah.
awesome.
versus
Jason
Jason,
versus
all those.
Freddy.
yeah, versus whatever. horror.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Eric, you get this next question.
Me and Glenn.
The following quote is from which fantasy book? Not all those who wander are lost.
Okay, it's one of the Lord of the Rings ones, but which one? Fellowship?
Yeah. I want to.
Or maybe it's
I think
Hobbit?
that might be. All I know is it's in the Legendarium. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Need an answer.
Fellowship of the Rings.
That's it.
That is
Nice.
correct.
Good. Woo!
Nice
Good call.
done.
Good
job.
call.
People at the
Good
top
job.
were chomping to steal that one. They knew it.
Was that at the Council of Elrond?
No.
Wow, he's going deep on it.
No. Do they not get points for that now?
Gandalf says it.
He wants to take the point away.
It's in
No.
the letter that he wrote to Frodo.
Okay.
All right.
I couldn't remember. It's been.
Do we get points for that? Do we get
No,
points?
sorry.
You get bonus
But
points in
you
my
get
heart.
props.
Thank
you totally
you.
get props.
props? Yeah.
All right, this is a great one to go to Molly next.
All right. Which 80s sci-fi film, which I have not seen and starred Kurt Russell, has since become a cult classic?
Sci-fi? There's like the LA one, but that's not sci-fi. That's
What-
like post-apocalyptic.
Was he in Total Recall? Was that the original Total?
Time. Molly, you got
No.
an answer
Total
for it?
Recall?
It is not Total Recall.
No.
Bottom. You got it?
Stargate.
Sorry.
Stargate.
Oh,
No.
God
Oh.
fucking damn
I
it.
should have
a
known
clue by
that. That's like
saying
my
Molly.
favorite movie.
Because it's The Thing. It's a horror
Never
sci-fi.
seen it.
The Thing. Okay.
Oh,
It's
what?
okay. I haven't either.
Wait, did he specify horror sci-fi?
No,
I just said
it's a
sci-fi,
sci-fi
so
film,
sad.
technically, but there's strong horror elements in that one. Yeah. So The Thing.
I would contest that
You know, you need
Stargate's a bit of a
to see that
cult
movie. It's
classic.
amazing.
Dang. Thrown for
I
a
would
loop there,
agree.
Jim.
But I didn't write the question.
All right, Zach. Gabe gets the next question.
All right, Gabe. Please don't disappoint me here. What is the
Oh,
name
jeez.
of the desert planet in the movie and film? All of the above. Dune.
Really?
You asked the wrong person that question.
No.
Arrakis.
Arrakis.
That is correct.
Arrakis
I'm actually
is
reading
it.
a Dune book.
This feels
Good.
like unfair trivia. I don't know what's going
I've
on.
never.
I do feel like
I've never
there's-
read or seen the movies or books.
Wait, you've seen the movies, haven't you? The Dune
no,
movies?
I haven't seen the movies.
Whoa,
Oh,
we
I-
found someone who hasn't
None
seen
of them?
Yeah, no, I haven't watched any of them.
But they've
I've never
got
seen 'em either.
Sting.
I
Sounds
need
you
to,
probably-
and I want to. I just haven't seen them yet.
Okay, all right. So you're not making a statement. No, it just all right, all right. All right, next one. We're back to the top. Carrie's getting this one.
Oh boy.
Which sword is known as the blade that was broken?
Oh fuck! It's from Lord of the Rings.
I'll accept either name.
Blade that was broken.
Is it one that has a similar name to the Wheel of Time calendar, but like
No, it's not Mulholland. No, it's
You need an answer. Time.
It's in Lord of the Rings, and I don't fucking remember. I'm sorry.
Got an answer, Carrie?
I don't remember.
Bottom people, do you know it?
Narsil?
Anduril.
Narsil. Yes, that is it.
And
Narsil.
Anduril is the other name.
And
Anduril. I
Anduril.
accept
Yes.
both answers.
Either one. They steal it. Okay, we are halfway through.
Ours are 100% way harder.
Random. Look at the draw. Halfway through, though, and it's true, the bottom team is spanking the butts of the ones on top. 5-1. But there's enough questions. You can still come back. But I guess we weren't halfway. We have one more person before we're halfway, because this would
Yeah.
be Glenn's question.
Glenn,
he hasn't had one yet. All right, so ask the next one to Glenn.
All right, Glenn, who is the author of The Left Hand of Darkness?
Ursula Le Guin.
Bam! Yeah, he got the right question
Nice.
there. That was too easy for Glenn. Yeah, good one. Good one. All right,
I haven't actually read it.
but you familiar with that genre and that era for sure. Yeah. All right, we're back up to the top. Back to Leia.
All right, Leia.
We got this team. I believe in us.
You better get this one right. I'm just telling
Oh
you.
Jesus!
You
Now
better
that's
get this
now
one
that's stressful.
No.
Okay.
It's not stressful. Don't worry, because the question is, in the show Stranger Things, what game do the kids play?
D&D.
right. Yeah. See?
Let me drop all of my dice. Where's hold on. I don't
You're
know
an
what
RPG person for sure.
Is
yeah.
that just dice?
Oh, here
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
not all of mine.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's
there
not
we go.
even all of them. But
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
I've got to have a good 15 to 20 pounds of dice.
that one in my beer.
Many nerdy, geeky people. I've got dice in front of me too. It's great. My favorite though is the one Zach gave me. That's just this huge monster
Oh,
that I
nice.
can use for self-defense. If
Yeah, it's
someone
home
walks in the house.
What?
Yeah.
I just got Bane and Chad, one of my co-hosts, gave me these. They are Bondsmith.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I used them
Fancy.
once and I kicked fucking ass.
Nice.
All right, we're down to Derek for this next question.
All right, Derek. What color is the lightsaber wielded by Mace Windu?
It's purple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's purple. I'm pretty sure. it's
Bam,
purple.
he was confident and takes it.
Yep.
And what did I miss that you're laughing, Zach? I totally missed
I'm just
it.
enjoying Leia's reactions to the unfairness of this trivia.
I don't feel like that was an easy one because I haven't watched those movies in a long time.
No, I have. Yeah, I
It
haven't seen
all
them in a while
depends
either.
on
But
what
you were.
watched and
You
what
got it. You
read.
were right.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
I hope she comes back on screen for this next one because it's a pretty
She's
darn
here.
easy one, and it's going to her team. All right. So Spence gets this one.
Okay.
Spencer, what is the name of the clown from Stephen King's It?
Oh, Pennywise.
Boom.
Nice.
All right. There we
Nice.
go. See, that was a gimme. Come on. Softball question. Next one goes to Eric.
Eric, this is the only one I would not have gotten.
Okay.
What is the name of the space freighter in the 1979 movie Alien?
Oh,
Nostromo.
Yes.
I'll take
Thank
that
you.
answer. Nostromo.
Right up my
Is that your
wheelhouse.
final answer?
Yeah.
That's correct. That's correct. I've got a
Nice.
typo on the notes. That was
Thanks,
autocorrect, dude.
I don't know.
Yes. Well done.
pull,
Well
Derek.
done. All right. Next, we go back down, up. Where am I? Molly.
Molly,
Molly's
yeah.
next. Yes.
All right, Molly. Let's see if you've got this in the bag. Which fantasy series features a school referred to as the University and a character named Kavoth?
King Killer Chronicles.
King Killer Chronicles.
That is correct.
I knew that
Good
right
job.
off the bat,
Yeah.
obviously.
It was right there.
It's on my shelf.
Spencer, you're so lucky to have her on your team. Look at that. man.
Spencer.
All right. Next one goes down to Gabe.
All right, Gabe. What 2020's fantasy show is based on the work of Robert Jordan?
The Wheel of Time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
Crazy. All right,
that
we're
is
all
not
with
the question. That is not allowed to be the question. No, no.
here.
Ask
Not
another
fair.
question. That is not allowed to be the question.
I thought it was a trick
I'm
I'll
question.
be
so
honest,
mad
I
at
agree
you
with you.
right
That's-
now.
That was too easy.
What the fuck?
Oh,
It's
Leia,
only
you're
funnier if
that
theirs is really hard.
right now there.
I'm so mad at everybody below my tier level right now.
All right, let's go. We've got 2 questions left and 2 people to ask. So let's go to Carrie with this next one.
So, Carrie, my dad didn't want to give you as easy of a question as that, so he made you actually have to know something about a show. Big spoiler warning to anyone who's seen Game of Thrones
Who hasn't
or
seen
has
Game of
not
Thrones?
yet, rather.
But if they haven't, what's wrong with them? So, okay.
In HBO's Game of Thrones, who kills the Night King?
God, I've seen this, but it's been a while.
Oh, it wasn't Jon Snow. It wasn't Bran. Was it Bran? It was Bran, right?
3, 2.
Okay, I'm gonna say Jon Snow.
Was not. Bottom
He
group.
wasn't
You know what?
there.
Arya Stark.
Yeah.
Arya
Yeah.
Stark.
Nice little drop it down. From the
Yeah.
stick.
Comes flying in
That's too
from
long.
out of, yeah.
Pissed a lot of people off too with that.
Speaking of, that's what this last one's gonna do, because Leia's gonna be mad again.
Yeah.
Especially
You really
with
should have
Stone
thought about
Glenn.
this
I'm
when
like,
you
are you
decided
kidding?
this.
How did this randomly happen this way? It's just random people. This was crazy. Ask him the last question, Zach.
All right, Glenn. So I'm going to give you the easy question, and then I'm going to add to it to make it just a little harder. I still think
Okay.
you might get it. In The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, what is the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
42.
And what is the question?
Doesn't know. Not that I remember.
That is the unfortunate.
It's been a
frustration of
long
the
time on
entire thing.
Hitchhikers.
You never learn the question.
Thank you for playing along. That was
Awesome.
delightfully fun. And the points didn't mean anything, so we will not talk about
Liar.
who gets
Liar.
frustrated.
Everything.
It was rigged.
All right, the next activity is something you're all on your own for. Okay, there's no teams, and even Zach is playing this one. I'm the one running this one. And this is simply way back, like episode 13, we did a fantasy draft episode. And that one, characters from wherever, all over fantasy. Okay. This is an extension of that. You're going to assemble your own fellowship here of 3. Okay, 3 characters, but they can come from freaking anything across fantasy, science fiction, or horror. Okay, you cannot repeat. So we're going to be going around. So I'm going to start at Leia and I'm going to end at Derek. We're going to go around the screen. Okay, clockwise.
And each
One
of
at
us
a
are
time.
creating our own team.
You're each creating your own team. Okay.
No, why do I have to go
repeat.
first?
Or
What,
yeah,
what are they?
Hold
Yeah, what are
on.
they doing?
Let me
Yeah.
give
Somebody
you
else go
what
first?
they have to be
Okay.
prepped for, because there's something specific.
Okay.
You build a team for this goal. You are trying to win a galaxy-wide talent competition. Okay, so assemble a team to dominate this interstellar variety show that's judged by ancient magical beings and space vampires. Okay, those are the judges.
Okay.
All right, so 3, think of what their talents, what they could do, and you're gonna but each time I go around, you pick whoever you want. But just keep track of what people already said. You know, so
Wait.
fantasy, sci-fi, horror, and
Writing
think of the
things down.
adjacent things.
Reiterate who the judges are.
anime,
It's an interstellar, aliens, and
What's that?
who are the judges again?
Just a group of ancient magical beings and space vampires. So
Okay.
they're kind of a tense grouping. They're trying to work together.
And how many people are we putting together?
3. Okay, so you'll have a chance to pick 3 different people. And when you give a pick, tell us why. Okay, why that one? What are you hoping they're going to bring to your team to dominate this galaxy-wide talent competition?
Does it have to be like specifically a human, or like can it be
Any character
Okay,
at all
cool.
of any
Awesome.
sort.
awesome?
Yep. The sky's the limit here. And they can all be from fantasy. They can all be from horror. They can be a mashup of everything and anything. It's totally up to you.
Awesome.
All right. Leia, you get to start us off.
I'm going to choose Amos from The Expanse, the books specifically. So this is going to be full book spoilers all the way to the literal end. So if you haven't, take your earbuds out. The reasons are because he is excellent at violence, so the vampires are going to be very interested in that. But the ancient beings are going to be appreciative of his justification on who he does violence to. He has a very big moral code. Also, in the later books, he becomes essentially immortal. So all of these beings, the vampires and these ancient beings, are going to appreciate that he does have this lifespan and continues his ethical murders as he continues on and does all these things. So he is going to be amazing and that is his talent. So it doesn't have to be like he's not musical, but he will you know what? You need somebody. Gotcha. Got you, boo. I got your back.
Talent competitions as you play to the judges. That's smart. That is really smart. Well done.
And I just gave all my secrets away.
Give us your first pick, Spence.
Oh, I see. So we're going one at a time. Okay.
Clockwise. Yep.
So my pick would be Kyler from Night Angel for very similar reasons to Amos. He's got the basically eternal lifespan. He's very, very powerful. But also he can do a lot of really cool acrobatic maneuvers and a lot of really unique stuff with his Kakari. He could make like wings with his Kakari, or he could, disappear entirely. All sorts of really cool stuff. So I think he's pretty
he's got talents, man.
Pretty talented. Yeah.
Molly, how about you? Give us one.
From Stephen King's It, I've got Pennywise, the dancing clown.
Beautiful. Anything in particular you're leaning into in Pennywise's talents, or just
he dances, and I think that either they'll be impressed by his dancing, or they'll be so horrified they won't be able to look away.
Nice. All right, Karri, how about you?
Okay, my first pick is Tom Maryland from The Wheel of Time. He's a demon, and he can tell stories, he can sing, he can play musical instruments like the harp, and if something goes sideways, he can throw a few knives in a certain direction and get out of it.
Like ready-made for this talent competition. That's an awesome pick. Wow.
Tom was definitely one of the first ones I thought of.
He was on my list.
Well, Zach, you can't take him now, but what you got?
I can't take him now, so I have to take what actually has replaced him to be what I think is the betterest bard of fantasy that I've read, and that's going to be Kavod.
Damn it.
Name of the Wind, Killer Chronicle. One of the best storytellers and musicians across all of fantasy, at least, and that's before we get into his other more arcane talents. So I think it's a solid start.
It's totally. And anything that can make Spencer swear must be a good
Right.
Glenn, start us off with your first pick.
My first round draft choice, I'm going to the Marvel Comics universe, and I am picking Mystique because there is not a better impersonator I can think of. She can perform pretty much any role.
Absolutely.
She could do a one-person play of. She could do Game of Thrones one person if she wanted.
If she wanted. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Creative. Love it. Gabe?
My first pick would be Reskin from King's Dark Tidings. He has been trained since birth as an absolute ninja and does these beautiful weapon forms that everybody always comments on. And I think that he could win a show with this weapon form.
All these talent competitions love a good weapon display.
Yeah.
Smart move. Eric, who's your number one?
Okay, I'm taking a page from Leia's book and playing to the judges. My first one, spoiler, they're all going to be Stephen King people.
Unless somebody steals them from me first.
My first one is going to be Leland Gaunt, the proprietor of the new store in Castle Rock, Needful Things.
Love that book.
He can give you whatever you want, but he's really a life-sucking vampire who's ready to turn everyone against everyone else.
All the space vampires are like, yeah.
He's their champion.
Well done, Eric. Derek, hopefully they didn't all steal all three of yours.
Nope, haven't touched them.
Nice.
I only know 2 so far, but I guess I'm going to stick to my guns for now. My first pick is going to be Bishop from Aliens because he's good with a knife and he can remote pilot a ship. And if it comes down to it and you need to be sure, you can just nuke the site from orbit.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Solid. All right. Now, in true fantasy football draft form, we reverse for the second round. So, Derek, you get to pick a second right away.
All right. This will not be Aliens. I'm going to go Calor from Malazan because
High King. Yes.
He can he can vaporize an entire continent.
It's kind of a skill. Hopefully he doesn't demonstrate it during the competition.
No judges are left. You win by default, right?
Right.
Eric, who would your second one be?
Okay, so it doesn't get stolen since someone said they might steal. My second one is going to be, of course, Roland of Gilead.
Of course.
The fastest gun in the West. And he's basically immortal because he just keeps going over and over and over.
Again and again.
The wheel
That's the
turns,
horrendous part of the story.
as they
But
say.
yes, love it. All right, Gabe, pick 2.
Yep. My second pick is a character from the Dresden Files, Mouse. He is a Tibetan Mastiff dog that is extremely smart and has got some power in his own right. And then I think he could do just about anything a dog could do at a competition, but probably better.
That whole section of changes when we get actually hear from Mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely incredible.
Good pick. Glenn, what's your second pick?
My next contestant is going to be performing mentalism, and stuff like that, but also manipulating the minds of everybody. I am picking one of the most powerful mentalics from the Foundation universe. I'm picking the Mule.
Oh.
And so through mind manipulation, he's manipulating the audience and also the judges.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
We love cheating.
Oh, I got a better one.
No, these are strong picks. Okay, Zach, what do you have for your second?
I stay on brand with witty, musical, multi-talented individuals. So we're bringing Hoyd from the Cosmere.
Oh,
nice.
I didn't even think of Hoyd. God damn it.
A lot of good reasons for Hoyd. Wow.
No kidding.
Yeah. Woo. All right, Karri, who's your second pick?
Okay. This is not from the Wheel of Time, so big surprise. I'm gonna be bringing Cassian Andor. He's like a master of disguises. He gets out of sticky situations, and he can fly a ship. And he's good looking.
He's hot as okay. That is an understatement. He's hot as fuck.
Oh, nicely done.
I guess
All
I
right.
shouldn't be cheering for other people, should I?
Hey,
You should.
we're all having fun
14
here.
nominations for season 2.
Nice. All right, Molly, who's your second one?
I'm gonna go with Ozymandias from Rob Lee's performances of a death metal bard. He plays my kind of music, and he's got a cursed lute that really helps him to rock out.
Nice. Most of the people here are going, who? What? But it's straight in your lane. I love it. No, that's a good one.
I haven't read that yet, so I hope it's good when I get to it.
So good. I loved it.
Great pick. Spencer, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Vasher from Warbreaker.
Nice.
Yes.
He can animate objects, and he's got a talking sword. So,
And
Everyone's
he
favorite
continues
talking sword.
on eventually.
Oh, yeah.
To train
Might be known by more than
people.
one name.
Yeah.
Ah, a very talented individual. All right, so Leia, you're finishing off the second round, but then you're going to start up the third. So you get 2
I
picks
know.
in a row
I've got 4
now. Uh-oh.
that I listed,
Which
and now I have to choose 2.
2?
So I'm going to start with Thanos.
Ah,
okay.
The fully gloved, fully
Yep, all powers and
all the powers. So a little bit of I think what Eric said, like some mind manipulation going on, and but also just like it can entertain these vampires and ancient beings in any ways that they want. He can alter their realities. He can change things. If they don't like somebody, if they don't like one of these contestants, snap them off and they just cease to exist.
Nice.
So like with a snap, he can do whatever they want and or need.
Well done. All right, so that's Thanos. Who's your round 3 pick to finish your team?
Oh, damn it. I'm gonna go with Murderbot because he's gonna be like, you want a TV show? I can download a TV show for you. Let's watch all the TV shows together.
Some Sanctuary Moon.
Yes, especially the TV edition of Sanctuary Moon, which is
God, yeah.
If you've not watched the show Murderbot, you got to. Season 1's out there. Season 2's coming. It's been renewed.
Season 1 is so good, but like, and there's so many amazing things about the TV show Murderbot, but the like show within a show, Sanctuary Moon, is just chef kiss glorious. And I think all the judges will also agree that they want to watch Sanctuary. And also all the other shows that he's just going to be like, you need to watch this now. And I can download all the episodes for you.
I can hook you up. All right, Spencer, give us your last one.
My last one is Professor McGonagall, because she is from Harry Potter, because she is the transfiguration professor and can turn into anything. And I think the judges would be impressed by that.
Absolutely. And who knows? They may have read the Harry Potter series, and you're sucking in their vote right there.
Yeah.
And she's also badass. Sorry.
Mhm.
Again, I should be cheering for other people.
Molly, finish off your team. What do you got?
I'm gonna go with Severo from Red Rising because
hell yeah.
he's hilarious.
Ooh.
And if torture is a talent, he only needs 17 minutes and a screwdriver.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes.
Love me some goblin.
That was a great pick.
Mhm.
Love Severo.
Wow.
Carrie, finish your team. What you got?
Okay, I'm gonna challenge myself and not pick Wheel of Time for everything, you know. So my third pick is going to be 11 from Stranger Things because she can do things with her mind and she's a freaking badass. So
There you go. Elle is a
I love her.
badass. You are right. Nice. And her limits, we haven't found them yet. Not yet. Wow. Great pick. Zach?
With my final pick here, I'm going to do a little bit of service to you, Dad. This is in tribute to you because I'm going to bring the power of polka with Butters from the Dresden Files.
Nice.
Nice.
Great pick.
Yep. Polka will never die.
Polka will never die.
Your team's probably going to lose now, though. But, you know, hey.
hey, he has some crazy strong faith in polka.
That's right.
Actually, you just had some loaded stuff there, dude.
Yeah.
Careful,
What
careful.
that meant, but whoa, okay. Now your team got a lot better as you reminded me things there. Woo! Okay, Glenn, give us your last.
I thought about Matt Compton for juggling and stuff like that, but
Quarterstaff.
I decided and quarterstaff, but I decided to double down on the cheat that I did with the mule, and I'm going an even more powerful cheat, and I'm picking Ao, the overgod of Forgotten Realms. He will just will all the other contestants to fail.
Yeah, why were we all not picking big fantasy gods for our team? that's cheating.
I picked one, and I picked a sci-fi.
There you go. Of course, now he's let the cat out of the bag with 3 more people to go.
Yeah.
Whatever direction they want now.
Yeah.
Give us
Mine
your
is
last
definitely not a fantasy god, but he is somebody that could bring some comedic value to a show, in my opinion. And that is Arcandius Moog from The Kings of the Wild. And he is kind of a magician that's in this world of monsters, but the way he is, he's very silly and kind of maybe slightly on like the, kind of unknowing side, and it makes all the content super funny. So I think he can put together some really funny stuff.
And he can pull unlimited chickens out of a bag.
Yeah, he's got this bag that just gives him unlimited like roast meats, so chickens or beef, or he could just pull out a roast at any time he wants.
Yeah,
awesome. All right, Eric, your last one.
Okay, I'm going what seems to be a huge underdog here. With from Stephen King's Desperation, 12-year-old boy David Carver, who ends up to be the kid that prays to the God, the one God, the only God, and destroys whatever comes out of the earth that messes up the town of Desperation. He's called a shitting pray boy, but he's praying to the right God.
Tapping into real power.
Yep. And
okay.
He fixes everything at the end. He does have to lose his whole family to do it, but
details.
That still proves he's strong.
What book?
Desperation.
Is that part of the Dark Tower or what?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, there's connection.
I've gotten a couple Stephen King recommendations from this show, so I'm just writing them down.
There you go.
Guys, I got a whole list of recommendations.
Nice.
Okay.
I love it, Karri.
All right, Derek, finish it off. What are you gonna round out your team with?
Well, I think this will probably be the first and only time anybody ever refers to this pick as Mr. or Mrs. Irrelevant with the last pick of the draft. But I'm going to go Moghedian from Wheel of Time because she'll just compulse you to vote for her. Or, Jim, can you imagine Moghedian teamed up with Calor? It'd be unstoppable.
It'd be a dangerous team. 100%.
Moggy's amazing.
Yep. No, there's no shame in picking Moggy. Yeah.
I realized somebody that might actually be able to compete by themselves that nobody mentioned, and that's Robin Williams' Genie from the animated Aladdin.
Ooh. There you go.
There are so many possibilities. Now, we're not declaring a winner here. I'm going to be taking these. I'm going to be putting them out on social media and a little competition.
Yay, I was hoping
people vote because we haven't done a vote thing for a while.
You haven't.
These teams will be fleshed out with where their sources are from. I'm not going to go into all the details. Like you guys said, they can come watch the episode, hear what you said about it. But I'm going to let the fans vote, and we'll see who the winner is. There it is. That'll come up sometime next week. All right. So we are kind of at the end here now. So to wrap this up, and we lost somebody.
We lost Molly.
Yeah, Molly says she lost sound.
Oh, she lost sound. Maybe she'll be coming back in. I'll watch. We made it without glitches like that for so long. So hopefully she'll come back in here because we're just wrapping up here now. And what I want to do as we kind of break off and head out, besides again thanking all of you for being part of this fun today, is I want to go to each person with one last question, and it's just a lightning round thing. So, okay, good. Molly's back. Hey, welcome back, and hopefully your sound's back now. All right,
you guys.
We're just wrapping here, so we're going to go to each one of you with a lightning question, where you just get to answer this question, give no explanation. You're just going to give us one thing here, and we might get some more recommendations from people from this. But what's one fantasy, science fiction, or horror thing, and I say thing because it could be a book, show, movie, whatever, that you're loving right now? Okay, something, it can even be a game, but something from one of these genres that you're totally loving right now. Tell us, and it's more that people can hear about that way. So let's start with the bottom corner this time. Glenn, hit us.
Andor season 2.
Boom.
I keep rewatching it.
Nice. Gabe, give us one.
I'm kind of gonna go a little more general, I guess, kind of a blanket thing, but it's mystery, like in every aspect. I've been super into that lately.
You're sucked into mystery right now. Awesome. Let's jump up to the top. Karri, give us one of yours.
Oh man,
Something you're loving right now. She's like,
there is a TV show called Shelter that I got into. It kind of has like some mystery elements and some unexplained events. So I'm kind of into that right now with the fans.
Beautiful.
Nice.
The chat just put one that's awesome, but in case someone was going to say it, I'm not going to mention it out loud here. Molly, what do you got?
The Veil by E.H. Bradley. It's like Stranger Things meets X-Men.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Love it.
Wow, awesome.
Jump down to Derek. What do you got?
The Union of Man series. I just finished the 3rd book out of 5. Good stuff.
Awesome. Thank
A.M.
you.
Knight is the author.
Sweet. Eric, how about you?
Well, we just did a video on this, but I really enjoyed the Indian Lake trilogy recently.
Stephen Graham
by
Jones.
Stephen Graham Jones.
Yes.
But I've just started another of your recommendations, the Newsflesh books with Feed by Myra Grant.
So
I'm
good.
really enjoying Feed so far. I'm not very far into it, so I can't even do spoilers, but very well written, a good ride so far.
I'm about halfway through the final book of the trilogy, and it just gets better. Yeah, really good. Spencer, how about you?
Well, I wish I had saved it till the end because I am really enjoying Fairy Tale by Stephen King right now. But one book prior to that, like my entire life lately has been Red Rising. I just finished my reread of the entire series, first trilogy, all of the books after that. Cried, laughed, just got super stoked on all the action and great characters and storylines. So I love Red Rising so much.
Cool. Leia, what you got?
Jordan Randall from Soundscapes introduced me to Star Wars books on audio because they also do a lot of soundscaping during those audiobooks. And since then, I've been very obsessed. I've been really plowing through them. I've got 2 libraries. Thank you to my sister for hooking me up with her library card. So I don't have to pay for hundreds of books on Audible. But just really enjoying going through those. I'm going through all the various series within them, doing all the research, like making all these connections, especially with all of the Star Wars shows that have been out. A lot of the Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Underdark, and like putting all those connections together. It's been fascinating and really expanding my worldview of Star Wars. And I've been really freaking obsessing over it. And it's making me want to do a whole rewatch of everything. I'm just like, oh God, this is a whole freaking project that I don't have time for. But yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Zach, how about you?
I'm going to give a shout out to V.E. Schwab's new book, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil.
Ooh, I saw
toxic relationships, queer representation, and vampires. So there's a lot of things to love.
Okay. All right. For me, I'm going to go with the X-Heroes series by Peter Klein. Zombie apocalypse meets superheroes. And it's just a beautiful genre mashup. It's right in my lane. I'm loving it.
It sounds awesome.
And there's a 5-book series. I'm on the 2nd book now. Yeah, it's great.
Sweet.
And the chat, I just want to throw in there, I know that's spelled wrong, but the new series that's out, The Institute, based on Stephen King's book, that's a worthy one to have referenced. Nicely done. All right, Zach, let's take this home. Let's finish this up.
I am home.
Well done.
You have a line. Read your
Oh,
script.
I do. Sorry. No, thank you, everybody. We're very grateful for everyone we picked up along the way, everyone who's here right now, anyone who sees this later. We hit 3,000. That's why we're here. Hopefully that keeps going higher. Maybe we'll see you next time up at 5K. Maybe it's sooner than that. Probably sooner than that. But regardless, thank you very, very much. We're going to keep going.
Absolutely. Make sure as you've watched this, like, comment on it, anything you want to say about anything that we said here in this whole video today. Share if you had fun, if you're in the live chat too, thank you for being here, but share this with other people because there were so many good recommendations and lots of things to cause laughs. Also, a lot of these people on here have content or books. Look in the show notes. You're going to see links to all sorts of things where you can find these marvelous people in other places and ways. But that's where we'll leave you then. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye. Don't forget to be awesome.